Right now, you are the focal point of my aspirations. This objective may not be entirely apparent to you at this juncture, and that is acceptable. Regardless of the potential questions that may arise, it is important to recall the words of Isaiah: "You must proceed with joy and serenity, rather than a rigid plan." Believe that, despite the apparent ambiguity of the path, I am guiding you directly to your destination of blessings, as I informed Elijah that the ravens would provide for him. The Father says, "In the same way, I am providing you with food, shelter, and purpose in this life that may appear aimless and devoid of meaning at present. However, it is no longer that way because I am working hard for you. My affection for you surpasses your comprehension." You observe other individuals who appear to be prospering while you are experiencing hardship. They are Esau, and you are my Jacob. Similar to Jacob's interaction with the angel of my presence, you have participated in numerous encounters with me that have significantly altered your life. In my land, as an outcast who grasped the heels of a monarch and a priest, don that shroud. The changes I am implementing for you should be embraced. Forsake the activities and behaviors that impede your happiness and the fulfillment of my divine plan for you in paradise. It is now time for you to develop spiritually and become the individual I have selected for you. Right now is the appropriate time. But Esau was unable to locate a location where he could recant. I provide you with the item he was seeking, not because you are superior to him or because you are distinct from him. This is not related to you. This pertains to my domain, my objective, and my strategy. I will provide you with my strength and holiness, and I will clothe you in the best of heaven long before you anticipate these blessings, provided that you humble yourself and withdraw from the filth of the world. By accepting my love for you and accepting the task, things will improve. Tasks that require you to step outside of your comfort zone frequently yield substantial advantages. Certain events may transpire sooner or later than anticipated, and this is acceptable. It is important to maintain a flexible approach to your standards, as I am committed to advancing you beyond them, regardless of the extent of your objectives. Prepare to adhere to my directives and adjust to evolving circumstances. Certain individuals are exceptionally fortunate in that they can modify their methodologies without abandoning their convictions. My steadfast love will provide you with solace when you are experiencing significant tension or are compelled to wait. Do not become ensnared by the beliefs or expectations of others. I am your protector and possess all the authority. Place your faith in me, despite the shortcomings of those in your vicinity. This is an opportunity for you to relax. There is no need to perform any additional physical labor. I will grant tranquility and wellness to those who approach me. However, it is crucial to bear in mind that this period of relaxation does not imply that you are not engaged in any activities. There is no doubt that I am exerting myself to realize your most profound aspirations. Continue to follow the path I have outlined, and have faith that I will determine the appropriate time. Today, God declares, prepare yourself for a torrent of my glory to enter your life. July is a month characterized by significant benefits and affluence in the upcoming changes. Would you prefer to listen to the skeptics and disparagers, or are you prepared to acknowledge that all of the promises I have made will be fulfilled? My favor and blessings will reach their zenith in your life in July, declares God. Prepare to be enveloped in my goodness. Embrace hope and conviction, as your actions will correspond to your expectations. Do not concentrate on negative news, warnings, or conspiracies. Rather, concentrate on my truth, which is that I am your way, guiding you, and your truth, revealing lies. My Zoe life is unaffected by plague, turmoil, or unrest, for I am with you to defend, protect, and lead you to your deepest desires and most important aspirations realized, says God. I am your peace, and I will maintain your perfect equilibrium as long as you concentrate your thoughts on me, declares God. Recall that your location is contingent upon your direction of attention. Individuals who disseminate negativity intend to demonstrate hopelessness, darkness, and mortality. What motivates your concern for these matters and your yielding to them? Why do you continue to entertain these alarming notions in your mind, thereby ensuring that they become reality? That is neither my intention for you nor my strategy. Ascend, the Father commands. I will not return to earth to atone for the transgressions of humanity. I have already completed that task. Now, I am summoning you to your designated position of authority and dominion, which is inscribed with your name. Even though it is a new name that no one else knows, you will be able to identify it because it embodies the essence of blessing, destiny, and virtue that are exclusively yours. Depart, my beloved, like a bride walking up to her groom. This is the season of weddings, when water transforms into wine and the deceased come back to life, on splash. You are no longer destined to be alone and infertile. I unite the isolated with others, Psalm 68 verse 6. I assisted you in locating your community within my kingdom, and you should be aware that, similar to Asher's foot being submerged in oil, there is a designated area in the world of my promise for you. Your inheritance is certain, declares God. The vaults of the heavens are prepared to distribute their prosperity to you. At this juncture, the plowman triumphs over the reaper, and God's benevolence manifests itself by providing you with a significant amount of the unalterable resources of grace, advantage, and virtue that are my natural response to your faith's request for all that Calvary has to offer. The Father instructs them, do not look back. Adopt a forward-facing perspective rather than focusing on the past. Do not gaze upon the destruction of the plain, as Lot's wife did, and she was transformed into a pillar of salt. Do not be alarmed by the turbulent winds and waves that surround you. I am accompanying you through them. You are my beloved children, and you will not be in agony or give up because others are unable to improve the situation. God declares, your foundation will be steadfast in my assurance, and your vision will discern the path forward with clarity as we navigate together towards your complete fulfillment and realize destiny amidst global turmoil. God acknowledges your diligent efforts and enthusiastic disposition today. I am not being unjust when I disregard your past and present endeavors to promote my name. You can rely on me for the outcomes of the upcoming days, as I utilize your life as if it were a form of property, all for the glorification of the cross. You are consistently willing to assist, regardless of whether your efforts are acknowledged, and you possess a modest demeanor. You have performed numerous acts of kindness for others, not from a desire for praise or recognition, but rather from a desire to affect their lives. There have been numerous instances in which you have assisted others without receiving a reward, as well as numerous instances in which you have been overlooked and undervalued. Please be advised that I possess the ability to access all information. I have observed your staunch loyalty to matters that appear to be of minor importance. I will bestow a unique blessing upon your hands. I grant you the ability to assist in the healing and restoration of others as Jesus places his hands on yours. The initial objective is to concentrate on a particular individual, an elderly woman who is perpetually afflicted with discomfort. By caressing her, I will send my healing energy into her body, which will assist her in feeling better and gaining strength. Before the video continues, I request you to like the video and share this video with your family and friends, and request to donate us some dollars because I do not have house and I have to make my new house. Do not underestimate the influence of the modest actions you take to assist others. Every act of selflessness, compassion, and the prioritization of others over oneself generates waves of goodness that extend far beyond the visible realm. Although the consequences of your actions may not be immediately apparent, I assure you that they are crucial for both you and others. I will reciprocate the actions you take to assist others. You are akin to a tranquil river that perpetually flows and provides the land with its life-giving water. The river may not be particularly captivating or vivacious, but its consistent flow maintains the continuity of life and enhances the beauty of the landscape. Your unwavering loyalty and willingness to assist me in achieving my objectives are assisting me in ways that you may not fully comprehend. You may feel as though you are being overlooked or overlooked. However, I assure you that I am aware of all circumstances. I am capable of comprehending your objectives, and each act of service, regardless of its magnitude. The service you provide is improving my image in even the most insignificant ways. Your admiration for my humility and selflessness is commendable. Continue to serve with humility, acknowledging that the true reward is not the transient admiration of others but the eternal love of your Heavenly Father. My affection and support will always be present for you, even though men's respect diminishes rapidly. Your obedience and dedication are accumulating wealth in paradise that is impervious to loss or damage. Today, God observes your ability to effectively navigate the waters of life, avoiding obstructions that would impede the progress of others. You have effectively navigated challenging circumstances while maintaining a sense of love and devotion in your spirit. I am expediting the subsequent phase of your voyage. The angels who are dispatched to assist you on your voyage will replace your manual oars with motors, thereby facilitating your transition into a period of rapid growth and improved service. Some of the items that you are familiar with may become less significant as time progresses. However, do not surrender. This is a critical component of your development. As you navigate the space between unfulfilled expectations and emotional distress to achieve your vision during this period of transition, the shadow of the cross will envelop you, demonstrating a profound commitment to service and ministry in my kingdom. The more gifts and privileges you receive, the more power you are granted, and the stronger the call to commitment becomes. I will ensure that your requirements are satisfied, despite the additional obligations that accompany this position. To ensure that you remain focused on the task at hand, a robust support system will be established to prevent you from becoming distracted or experiencing any issues. Please bear in mind that you are not lagging, even if the tempo increases. I am guiding you toward your objective. Maintain your grip on the tiller. After this voyage, you will be rewarded with respect and joy. Today, God declares, I declare that the political process and the endeavors of individuals who are not under my jurisdiction are futile. I am a jealous deity, not because bad things prevailed. I will eliminate any obstructions to our relationship. The public has placed its trust in governments and other institutions that are defective, even though they are approaching the end of their expected lifespan. This is not intended as a form of punishment, rather, it is intended to foster a sense of camaraderie between them. I am making a concerted effort to re-establish your trust and faith in me. This period is characterized by the phrase, not by might, nor by power, but by my Spirit, from Zechariah 4 verse 6. The era of human dominance is nearly at an end. They have transitioned from fundamental frameworks to claim systems that are unsustainable. Leaders are increasingly providing individuals with additional incentives to remain in power. However, this cannot persist indefinitely. This has occurred previously and is currently occurring once more. This was the catalyst for the dissolution of Rome. There will be a transition to populist leaders and weaker government institutions as people's systems deteriorate and currencies begin to collapse. This is a global phenomenon. Numerous nations are experiencing disorder. What is the solution? Individuals have attempted to initiate a revolution. Thus far, modification of the concepts has been unsuccessful. Neither party has resolved the issues. The future is also bleak due to the violence and threats from incompetent individuals. I would like to assert that the kingdoms of this world have become the kingdoms of our Lord and His Christ, and He shall reign forever. Revelation 11 verse 15. The world's nations are approaching their conclusion. They attempted to govern the nation without me, and they will ultimately fail. I am disassembling all of the things on which you have depended. Your responsibility is to submit to me and demonstrate that you place more trust in me than in others. We are currently experiencing a period of accelerated change. Please verify your attendance according to my directives. This will provide you with vitality and good fortune. Individuals who reject me will experience feelings of dread, helplessness, anger, and condemnation. However, my people will seek refuge in me. I will ensure your well-being. I implore you to act by your convictions. I will accompany you. Do not be apprehensive. I exert myself to the benefit of those who cherish me, regardless of the challenges they face. Before the video continues, I request to donate us some dollars because I do not have house and I have to make my new house. God has assured you that He will provide for you today. My typical response to a sincere supplication is, yes, as I consistently fulfill all of my commitments. That is the reason I endorse your objective. Therefore, the subsequent action you must take is to prepare for my assistance in propelling you towards success and victory. Despite the apparent scarcity of resources and the narrowness of the road, I am altering this reality. As I have assured you in my word that I will fulfill all of your requirements by my commendation, I will provide you with an abundance. In my kingdom, there is a great deal of pride, which indicates that you have never needed sustenance or shelter. There is no issue with having an adequate amount of money. No, the request you made of me is not impeding my progress. Prepare to capitalize on the advantages of my blessings that are readily available to you. My child, allow your faith to extend to the extraordinary, the unexpected, and the overwhelming abundance. Even if others ridicule your request or you are currently experiencing feelings of deprivation and emptiness, remain steadfast in your faith. What is the most critical concept that underpins liberation? I will reciprocate the assistance you provide to others. Think about the consequences of your actions on others, and they will also befall you. Refrain from succumbing to hopelessness or despair. It is erroneous to accept the assertion that you have exhausted all options and there is no further action to take. This is an effort by your adversary to deceive you into feeling dissatisfied and trapped in your current circumstances. I have not summoned you to a life of misery or days of hopelessness and emptiness. I reside within you, so your portion is not inadequate. My dominion is devoid of necessity. I have reached out to you for assistance with a new assignment. Additional resources will be allocated to facilitate the attainment of this new objective. I possess the ability to anticipate, which is why I will perpetually compensate you for the concept that I implanted in your life. I will shower you with abundance as you attend to the needs of others. My darling, act immediately. Act by your convictions at this time. There is no need for me to elaborate, as the actions you take in response to my previous statements and commitments are significantly more significant than any additional words I could employ. It is important to recall the narrative of the prophet Elijah and the hungry widow. He requested that she prepare a small confection for him, even though she was bordering on starvation. She acted with emotion and acted on his advice. The outcome was genuinely remarkable. The woman from the Gentile community was provided with sustenance by God, whereas Hebrew widows frequently experienced hunger. This is important to comprehend. I am providing you with a significant and expedited opportunity to transition from the global economy to the economy of my kingdom. Consequently, you should have a high level of confidence in my objectives and in those who require assistance. When you pursue me and allow me to utilize you for my glory, I will provide for you, provide what you require, and integrate you into the heart of my plans for this era and location. Today, God informs us, you are my instrument of war and conflict. I will prioritize you in my list of candidates when I am seeking victory in a conflict, as the Bible asserts that you possess the character and spirit to strike with force and refuse to surrender. You adopt the attitude of, we will persist until victory is achieved when circumstances are adverse. I will inspire you to achieve your highest potential and instill in you an unyielding resolve to prevail. I will increase your intensity by a factor of 10. Even if it causes you to become enraged, you will not surrender when an individual declines your request. Although the going gets tough, you persist in your efforts, confident that I am the unbreakable force within you that will assist you in achieving your objective. Your life will not be centered around being rejected by me or closed doors. I will provide you with 5 affirmative responses and subsequently inform you of the next steps. It is not solely about the limited opportunities and the struggle to make ends meet, but instead about a fulfilling existence. There will be an abundance of alternatives available to you. You will inquire, should I continue in this direction? I will respond positively. You will receive an affirmative response to every item I provide, which will prompt you to pause, reflect, and conclude, it is evident that not all items can be affirmative. What actions are you requiring me to take? I appreciate your inquiry. You will be inspired to accomplish great feats in my name and possess an indomitable spirit. I observe the term achieve inscribed on your body. The Lord declares, you will achieve success in all that you undertake provided that you adhere to my directives and have faith in me, as well as the regulations of being a child of your Father. Some are summoned to the tranquil realms of devotion and respect, while others, such as yourself, are designated for combat and instructed to confront the adversary and all of their obstacles. I will place the laurel of honor at your feet as you honor my name and demonstrate the qualities of a genuine warrior to the world, prepared to advance and witness my power be released over the captives, liberating them from the bonds of evil. I call upon all of my troops to combat those who disobey me, showing mercy to the contrite and fighting the proud. The Father declares, you will be the one to demonstrate my loyalty in the battle until victory is entirely yours. Today, God informs you that you are no longer without a voice before His throne. You will be able to comprehend His voice, even amid your difficulties. Increase the size of your jaw. What are you currently experiencing? Do not remain silent regarding the matter. The Spirit is approaching you as the timeless Word and desires to be communicated. This requires your voice and the ability to relinquish control through my agency. What is my aspiration? I will execute it according to your instructions. I will refrain from taking action if you do not express your intention, as I am eager for you to join me in the same way that I am joining you. I not only declared in my word that I was present, collaborating with them, and verifying the word they spoke. I will not allow your faith-filled words to be squandered, so please say your prayers, oaths, and orders aloud. Your heart is stirred and resonates as you speak my word, which emerges with conviction and clarity, speaking to both your future and the current task at hand. I will advance on both the right and left, surmounting obstacles and circumventing the human-made obstructions that impede your progress. As I stated in my words, the issues will be resolved, and you will be able to hear my voice as a distinct sound among all the other sounds in the universe. I will approach you in the same manner as I did with Adam and Eve in the garden. My music will be perceived as a current that flows through your being. My sound will be audible as you enter your residence, as you stroll down the street, and as you commute to work. My presence will be audible after I depart. It will reverberate with clarity and liberation, providing you with the freedom you have been pleading for. Your anguish is audible, and I can observe the oppressive burden of obligation that is crushing your spirit. I have listened to your statement. I have received your message and have acknowledged it. Allow my voice to emanate from your mouth. This will invoke the breaker anointing, which will be activated by the oil of my spirit and facilitate your liberation. Before the video ends, I request to donate us some dollars because I do not have house and I have to make a new house.